You tuned in to the 7-Day Theory. Hard body, hard spirit.
What up, my people? You tuned into the 7-Day Theory. Hard body, hard spirit. Check this. We got to talk about Ye. We got to talk about Ye. And I'm trying. And this is all about the Akademiks and Ye interview. It's out on X. It's too vulgar. It's too divisive. It's too disrespectful to be put on YouTube. So Akademiks didn't put it on his YouTube channel. He put it out on X. You know, X, you can do damn near anything on X. You can pretty much say anything you want on X, and they gonna rock with it. But Ye, is he a genius? Is he a genius, or is he just crazy and narcissistic? Now, I think both things are true at the same time. Ye is definitely one of the biggest narcissists that we have ever seen in hip hop, or just in humanity, period. This man has compared himself to God, said he's the next. In that same interview, he said, I'm the closest thing to God. That's a real comment he made. And look, Kanye West, when he first came out, one of the biggest smash records, he talked when he first came out, Walk With Me, Jesus Walks With Me, right? When smash hit. So through his whole career, he has had a strong belief in God, a strong Christian, right? But with this interview, he said, and we know he did the whole gospel record. Dope records, right? All those gospel records he had, I forget the name of the album, but he had a whole choir, had a whole gospel record, right? He has a lot of songs dedicated to God, to Jesus, and I rock with that. I got a strong belief in God as well. But with this interview, he said he's evil, right? And I think, like I said, both things are true. He's a genius and he's crazy and a narcissist at the same time. All these three things are true all at the same time. It's not just cut and dry, black and white. He said the reason why he said F Virgil. If y'all don't know, Virgil was the head of Louis Vuitton, and at that time, that was Ye's dream job, and Ye was the one that taught Virgil. Virgil was up under Ye, but when it came time to pick a new head for Louis Vuitton, Virgil got it. So he was always jealous and mad about that. So when Virgil passed, he said, F Virgil, right? This and the dead. I totally am against that in any form. And I got Ye. Ye is, I'm one of the biggest Ye fans. I got him. I got a top 5 rappers list on the channel. Y'all can watch that if y'all want. Kanye West, Ye is number 2 on that list, next to Pac. And I think Ye is the closest thing as far as being real, as far as not in his way of thinking and not really submitting to society norms. He is the realest thing we have to a Tupac, since Tupac. Now, has he surpassed Tupac? Hell no. I haven't seen a rapper come close to surpassing what Pac did and the impact that Pac had on the world. Not even just in hip hop, but in the world, right? And we know Tupac was a lot more talented than Ye, especially because Tupac was an actor as well. He probably would have been he would have been up there with like Pacino and Denzel if he would have lived long enough to do more roles. That's how good of an actor he was. Breakout role, Juice, right? So I don't think anybody can touch or has even come close to touching Tupac's impact or realness. But Ye is a second to that. But in that interview, he said, Akademiks asked him why he said F Virgil, why you dissing a man that's no longer here to defend himself? He said, cause I'm evil. Cause I'm evil. And he admits to being jealous. He says in the Old Testament, God describes himself as being a jealous God, and you only can worship him, which is true. That's a true statement in the Bible. And So he's saying, Ye is saying, yeah, I'm like that. I'm like God. I'm a jealous guy. I want to be number one. I'm jealous of people. He pretty much is one of the biggest haters, right? He was hating on Kendrick Lamar, hating on Drake. Always brings up Drake. Always tries to throw shots and diss and disrespect Drake. He called Drake the F word, gay F word, right? But he admits to being evil. This is not Christian like. This is not God like. This is he is truly admitting that he's evil, and that's different from being a sinner and being an evil. That's totally two separate things, right? You could be a sinner, because we all sin, right? We're born in this world and we're born as sinners. You can commit a sin and not be evil. Evil is on a whole nother level. Evil is the opposite and epitome to good, to godliness, right? So for all the Jesus walks and all the God talk and the gospel albums, it makes no sense to then call yourself evil. And I think we're watching a switch in Kanye West, in Ye's in his mindset. We're watching his mindset change right before our eyes. And he's kind of losing it, right? He before the interview, him and Akademiks did, he said that they was people was out there trying to kill people. He had to hurry up, and first he said he was going to do the interview at this time. Then he called Akademiks back like, no, we got to do it right now because people are trying to kill. I got to get to Japan, right? And he's always said these things. He's always had these thoughts of people are trying to. On Joe Rogan, he talked about him going to the hospital, and he said he was scared of somebody putting a needle in his toe and giving him some type of whatever Bob Marley died from, some needle in the toe, some type of gangrene in the toe or something, right? He was scared of somebody putting a shot in him and in the hospital, right? So he does have this paranoia, even though we haven't seen any attempts on his life. And I think this is the whatever mental illness that he's suffering from. I think this is a symptom of that, is being paranoid and thinking that people is out to get him, people is out to. Now, with the things that he said, yeah, he kind of is, as far as with the Jewish community, the wearing swastika, wearing the KKK robe, which is totally disrespectful to any black person in America. The KKK is one of the most disgusting, vile organizations to ever grace America's grass, right? To ever grace this territory, as far as being a danger and a cancer to black people. They totally hate us. So this man is wearing a KKK robe while being interviewed by a black man. Now, we got to think though, he been doing this. He took the Confederate flag. If y'all remember years ago, he had a line of clothing with the Confederate flag on it. And he said, look, I'm taking this is ours now, right? I'm taking the power out of this. And I can get behind that, right? Because you got to think, we took Nigger, right? One of the most vile, disgusting, disrespectful, ignorant, one of the worst things you can call a black person, another human being, is the N-word, right? We took that and changed it into a term of endearment, the total opposite of what it was originally meant to signify. We came up with nigga, right? Now think about that. Think about the very first people to do that. People probably thought they was out of their damn mind. People thought they was crazy, right? Because why wouldn't they? This word was used to disrespect us, to dehumanize us, to call us ignorant, savages, just brutes, right? Just like cavemen, like brutal animals, right? This is what this word meant. And we took it and made it a term of endearment, almost like calling somebody your brother. Saying nigga is like calling somebody your brother, right? Calling just a term of endearment, a term of love, right? The first people who did that, I'm willing to bet, and I wish we knew the exact origins, because I don't know exact origins of when we turned the N-word to nigga. I don't know when. I wish we did know, but I bet you I put all the money I got that people was looked at as just like Kanye West is being looked at by wearing this robe and taking all these white supremacy symbols and clothing and wearing it himself and turning it into something that does not signify that. Now, Kanye West has said a lot of dumb stuff, a lot of stupid stuff. Slavery was a choice, one of the most dumbest, ignorant comments somebody has ever made, and definitely one up there with one of the most ignorant comments he ever made. Slavery was not a choice. We was forced into slavery. But this is the part that I think he might be trying to go for, is he's doing the same thing we did with the N-word. He's taking these symbols of white supremacy, the swastika, the KKK robe. He's taking these things and taking the power out of it, right? And people have it. This goes on through centuries. Just because the Nazis, right, took the swastika and made that a symbol of their movement and made it something, made it racist, right? Made it to be the symbol of I think I'm above another race, another group of race of another group of people, right? A different race. I think I'm above them. This is what this symbolizes. But before that, the swastika is really a sun symbol. It's a symbol of, supposed to be like love, symbol of the sun, symbol of oneness. I know in the Eastern world, they used it for thousands of years. This thing was used, right? So you got to think that just because something was used for like 100 years to signify one thing, doesn't mean that it can't now be used as something different, because it didn't originate with the Nazis. The Nazis did not come up and originate the swastika. It was around for thousands of years, and it did not mean anything racial or racist at all. Now the KKK hat and robe and all that, right? He didn't turn himself into the real life Clayton Bigsby from Dave Chappelle skit. Didn't know he was black. He wanted to when he found out he was black, he wanted to unalive himself, right? Because there'd be one less black person. He thought he was white, so he was a black KK member. That he was blind. He didn't know he was black this whole time, and he done turned himself into the real like that. But I think at the core, and he hasn't, and this is what is really confusing about it all, is he hasn't made any statement other than he really did call himself a Nazi. Now what he meant by that, I don't know, but he hasn't really came out and really said, all right, I'm doing this because of this. But because he did the Confederate flag years ago, we'll put it on clothing and wore, and taking the power away from that, doing the same thing with the KKK robe. I believe he's taking these symbols, but see, it's confusing also because the all the disrespect of Jews and the Jewish people, and the wearing the swastika chain and the T-shirt. I think he really is mad at Jewish people, because at one time he rocked with Jewish people. He did business with them. He all these execs and everything, he had relationships with them, but like at Adidas and all these other companies, he had relationships with them, but it went sour. And so I really do think he is really trying to disrespect Jewish people by doing that, by wearing the swastika charm and everything. But I also think that he is trying to take the power away from these symbols, these symbols of white supremacy, and really taking their power away and making it and trying to change it to a whole different meaning. And we've seen it through history. This can work. This can work. If the Nazis took the symbol of the swastika, which didn't mean anything racist, and turned it to mean something racist, we can then do the same thing 100 years later, take it and make it a whole different symbol, just like we did with the N-word. He can take the KKK hat and robe and turn it into something that doesn't have to do with anything racist or anything racial. And look, he does have a point with the Jewish people. A lot of these music executives are Jewish, and what do they make money off of? They make money off of black pain, black struggle. A black person goes on a record, talks about unaliving another black person, there's no shock in that, right? It's been normalized, and this goes back to all the way when America started and Hollywood started, and making us out to look like it's okay, making us look less than human, right? The whole blackface, the whole Birth of a Nation movie made the Ku Klux Klans look like the Avengers, right? Straight up, they had white people in blackface, and this black man was pursuing this white woman, and she jumped off a cliff. He didn't push her, he didn't do anything, he didn't touch her at all. He got charged with the murder of that woman, and they unalived him in that movie, right? So since the birth of media, we have been made to look like and be dehumanized, and all these music execs, these record label execs, they make millions of dollars off of black pain and black dehumanization. So if they can make money, he said, this is what Ye said, if they can make money off that, they can get rich off of our pain, our struggle, our making us look dehumanized and look like savages and demons, right? Then why can't he? What's the difference? Why is they up in arms so much off of swastika and the swastika, but when it's our pain, it's our struggle, something that we went through, oh no, it's okay. Nobody's saying nothing about it. It's like black pain has been pushed to the side, and it's like, oh, we can take it, like, right? It's like they look at us as like our pain, our struggle does not matter, right? And it got a lot of things to do. A lot of what they say years ago came out that a lot of black mothers was dying, I think, during childbirth, a lot more than white mothers, because the black mother, right, the black woman would complain about pain, and they wouldn't take it serious, right? They wouldn't take it serious. So we've been made to look like we can take all this pain and we'll be okay. No, we bleed, we hurt just like anybody else. Just like, it doesn't matter what rate, we're all humans. So we all feel the same. We all feel the same pain. So it's been calculated, and it's been made for us to look like our pain doesn't matter, or that we can take it, or that it's just a black person, right? It's just another dead black person. So what? They kill each other all the time. Not true. White people, every other race does the same thing to their own people as well. But it's only black people that made it look like, oh, black and black crime is so prevalent and so this and that. No, white people, Asian people, all of it, right? Now, I believe he is taking the power away from these symbols, and I believe, because look, I'm not an in the box thinker. I'm really an out of the box thinker. I don't subscribe to society norms. I believe in, just because something meant something or something was done before you was born, don't mean that we got to keep that going, keep that tradition going, keep that state of mind going. Just like I said, just like the Nazis did with the swastika, that wasn't meant for anything racist before them, they turned it into that. Just like we took the N-word and turned it into something as a term of endearment. This is nothing different. I believe that he is doing the same thing. Now, has he said this? No, but I think this is something that he could be doing purposely for that reason. Even though he hasn't came out and said it, he could be doing it for that reason. And I don't think it's that shocking, because we can take symbols. We can take this hoodie, like, right, I could take this hoodie, this Adidas hoodie, take this symbol and make it something else and say, no, this Adidas symbol, this don't mean Adidas, this means something else. This means the sun will rise tomorrow, right? I could take anything and put my meaning to it. And if you get enough people to subscribe to that, that's when you see a change in where that symbol will now be the new definition, right? That symbol will be the new definition that we made up. Y'all let me know what y'all think in the comments though. Like, share, subscribe. Memberships $1.99 a month. Shout out to Angela Reddick. Shout out to my son Dimitri. Shout out to John Paul, 3 members of the 7 Day Theory channel. Keep your head up and your eyes open. I'm out.